Hey guys, Cliffhanger7 here, back again with another YouTube video. Today we're going to be continuing on the trend of 5 years on YouTube series. Got a few other surprises for you guys in a little bit. I'm really excited for this series, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. I haven't done a video with voice in a bit. Sorry for the last one, I was a little bit late, and I don't want to wake up people. Thought it was fine without any voice. But this video needs to have voice because I'm explaining it's a second tier list. Haven't had a tier list in a year, 2 years. Was like top 3 most popular videos I've had on my channel, so I mean, like, I knew I had to make a sequel. And today we're gonna be doing a fast food tier list, and like I know a lot of people have done fast food tier lists, a lot of YouTubers, iDubbbz, whatever, like, just saying it was after my sandwich tier list. I don't know, maybe they all copied me, obviously. But like, like they've done fast food tier lists and burger tier lists or whatever, right? But I'm doing some a little bit unique. I'm doing only burger places for this fast food tier list. I feel like it's really easy to compare those. It's kind of hard to compare like Taco Bell to McDonald's, like craving different things at different times. So this tier list is only me burger and sandwich places. I'm counting Arbys as a burger place or slash sandwich place, and also not including any like local places, Zips, Miners, they're around here that might not be around elsewhere. And a lot of these places have universal, like, all over menus. I know ChickfilA is not over here, but like, it's around. It's a little bit more than Zips, right? So, anyways, I guess I should explain the grading system now, and we're gonna be grading each place on a 4 scales, right? First scale is burger, sandwiches, nuggets, which I feel like is like the pinnacle, nuggets slash strips, whatever you want to call it. But burger, sandwiches, nuggets, I feel like that's the pinnacle, like top 3 things for a burger place slash sandwich place for fast food. So I'm rating that on a scale of 1 to 10, like whether that's taste, could have a fair amount of options, whatever. Then I'm rating fries, which I feel like deserves its own category. If a place has bad fries, it kind of ruins it for me a lot of the time. So rating fries on a scale of 1 to 10, and then extra on a scale of 1 to 10. Extra, to define that as like anything else outside of the norm. So like Dairy Queen has a lot of blizzards, or like Sonic has a lot of drinks and stuff, or hot dogs. Jack in the Box has a large menu or something, like extras, extra, if that makes sense, And then price is pretty self-explanatory, just like how good the price is. This is not value, guys. The value factors into the entire thing, because Five Guys has spoiler alert, has the worst price out of all these places, and that's just because it's the most expensive. But that doesn't mean that it's not worth it, right? The value kind of adds up when you count up all 4 of these. So I thought this was a pretty good system. Kind of rated these, like, some places I was unexpected how low or high they were, because like normally I'd rate them like, oh, I love insert place here, or I hate this insert place here, right? But because of my system, it's a little bit different, and it kind of like factors in price a little bit more, and it kind of just opens my eyes. So maybe maybe I was wrong. Maybe like this place is objective, in my system it's objectively better, because obviously this is all my opinion, but like in my system maybe this place has objectively better fries. Why aren't I going here more, right? So this was also cool to make. Didn't take a whole bunch of time. I can make more of these later, but I have some other surprises for the 5 years on YouTube series. A lot of cool things. Anyways, I guess without further ado, funny joke, never said that before, we're gonna get into the list. Alright guys, we're starting on F tier, and although this is the worst place on this entire list, it doesn't mean I don't like this place, right? I think all of these fast food places, I'm fine going. The only fast food places I don't like are like KFC and Long John Silver's, right? But that's not on this this burger list, right? So I think all of these places have some redeeming qualities. F tier, worst place is Arbys. This I expected to be here. Normally if someone asked me to rank these places, I'd probably put Arbys at the bottom without even thinking about the scale, but this scale kind of just it proves my point. So burger, sandwiches, nuggets, I put a 7. I think they don't really have burgers, but I think their sandwiches are not bad. I think they're a little underrated. I like their meats. They're known for their meats. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. A lot of these burger, sandwiches, nuggets, I'm just gonna say like, oh, I think they're good, or not. Like, I don't really need to like say a whole bunch of examples of that, I guess. Fries, I really like their curly fries. I thought their normal fries were pretty good. I would say they're like pretty solid fries. Extra, I wrote as an 8. Their milkshakes are good. They have really good gyros, and they have a pretty large menu. So that's one that it's pretty good, right? So like looking at all 3 of those, you might think, oh, why are they at the bottom? And that's because the price is a 2. It's pretty expensive at Arbys, right? And that kind of just defeats the whole point of going here, because it's not the best burger sandwich nugget. It's not the best fries, right? It's not the best extra. So like with that low price, you're not really getting much. So that's why I have to put Arby's at the bottom of the list. Alright guys, we got 3 fast food places in E tier. They all have a ranking of 25. I guess I forgot to mention the overall at the top is just added up all 4 scores. That's how I ranked these all. But anyways, so it doesn't, in no particular order, in E tier is Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr. here is, I had them pretty recently, and I really liked their burgers and fries. I thought their burgers were pretty good. The charbroiled burger, it's pretty good. I have had their nuggets. Their nuggets aren't bad. So I would say they're an 8. They're a pretty solid top 3. You know, those burger sandwich nuggets are pretty good, right? And their fries, again, curly fries. There's some correlation to the bottom places here. Is their curly fries are good? Kind of weird. I don't know. But I mean, their normal fries were also good. I had those. Like, pretty good fries. Like, not bad. Extra, a 6. They don't have a whole bunch of, well, they have a fair amount of stuff, but like nothing's really stand out as really good. Like, I've had their milkshakes and they're fine. There's nothing like really that I'm like, oh, I'm dying for this. Or like, oh, this is really good. So that's why I put the extra as a 6. It's a little lower. Price is a 3. Again, price is not good. It's pretty expensive. Like, there's like $12 burgers, right? The burgers are good, but like, is it worth that value? If it ranks at E, it's probably not worth the value. So that's why I put Carl's Jr. at an overall 25 and rating E. Alright guys, so next on E tier, overall 25 is Jack in the Box, and Jack in the Box I'm a little surprised to be down here. Like, normally I'd put Jack in the Box like a little bit higher, but looking back at it, they're not that great of a fast food place. Burger sandwich nuggets like a 7. They have pretty good burger sandwich nuggets, like not outstanding, not like great, but like not bad. That's why they're at a 7, obviously. Fries an 8. I really like their curly fries. Wow, what a surprise. Their normal fries are alright. The curly fries are probably the best fast food curly fries in my opinion. And I really like curly fries, so that's why I put them at an 8. Some people might put them lower, but yeah, so I put it there. Extra is a 7. They have some pretty good stuff. I've had their tacos, they weren't that great, but I've heard other tacos are really good. I'm also kind of factoring other people's opinions, but like a little bit. Heard they have a really big menu, got a lot of options. Tacos, I don't know, supposedly they're good, so I'm trusting the people a little bit here, and I'm putting the extra at a 7. I'm not trusting them and put them at the 9 like some people say, where they're like, oh, the tacos are to die for, right? I don't think so. I'm a guess not, but I'll still put it at a 7. Price, just like Carl's Jr., both pretty expensive. I would say they're like, you know, those two and Arbys are probably the, you know, some of the most expensive normal fast food places. Not great deals across the board on their burgers and stuff like that. But I mean, what can you do? The burgers are pretty good. With all that, the price in consideration, they rank at a 25 overall rating E. So last with an E rating and an overall of 25 is In-N-Out. And it pains me to say this, but looking at it, they're not that great, right? So the issue here is their burger sandwiches, nuggets, their burgers are fire, right? They have some poppin' burgers, right? Fries, very bad. I would not recommend their fries. They're like a little big, they're not really seasoned that much. Not good fries, right? And they're extra, and I think most people agree with me there. Like, most people don't like their fries. Extra, they have a really small menu. Their milkshakes are good, and I mean, they have animal style, right? But that's not really like in their menu. It's like the not so secret menu, whatever, right? But like, that's still not a lot of stuff. They don't have a lot of drinks. They don't have a lot of other options. They don't have tacos. They don't have hot dogs. I don't know. They don't have stuff, right? And that's why their extra is a 3. Their price is a 9. They have really good price, right? Their burgers are cheap. But if you look at that, with fries and extra both being so bad, that doesn't like come out to a really good score for them. And that's why I have to put them at a 25 overall. Because, yeah, fries and extra bad, and price and burgers good. Can't beat that uneven. The only fast food place in D tier with an overall 26 is Burger King. And Burger King is an interesting choice here because I think they have like middle of the pack to not very good food, as you can see by this list, but their price is really, really good for a lot of their options. So I'll just like run through these numbers real quick. Burger sandwiches, nuggets, a 6. I think they're all right. Food, their nuggets, I think they're actually pretty good. They have spicy chicken nuggets sometimes. I think they have pretty good nuggets, but I don't think their burgers really are standout. I haven't really had their chicken sandwiches, but like I'm imagining they're also not standout. Not like a great place to get your food that way. Fries, a 6. I think 6 honestly might be a little generous. It could even be a 5. I think their fries are a little big. They're not great. Definitely not. It couldn't be higher than a 6 in any form of imagination. And then extra 4. I don't put them that low as In-N-Out because they have some options. They have like the filled cones. They've had some other things before, like the Cheeto nuggets or fries or whatever those were. They've had some things before, and they've had some extra, but they don't really have a large menu. They don't have a lot of options. That's why I put it at 4, and they're also not, great extra things. Price though at 10, they have super cheap stuff. Whether you're getting a burger or 10 chicken nuggets for $1.49. Can you think of like a better fast food deal? At least in all of these places, not like a Taco Bell deal. That's so crazy. You look at McDonald's. McDonald's has like, 10 piece for like $4? Like, I don't know. That boggles my mind how cheap their stuff is. So that's why, like, you can kind of see how a really cheap price can bump like mediocre to bad fast food place. I would put Burger King pretty low, but because of their price, they rank a D, and D isn't too bad. It's a little bit worse than average. So like you can kind of see like how I'd rather go to Jack in the Box, but you look at these and you're like, not bad. So this is why my system kind of shows a little bit more of like value and stuff like that. But anyways, Burger King 26, D overall. We got 2 fast food places ranking a C with an overall of 27, and I think this might be a little bit higher than average, even though it's C, because there's a way less that have like really high scores and low scores, so you take this as better than average. And the first place that's better than average is Sonic, and there's a few reasons why. One, you look at it, the burger sandwiches, nuggets, I think they have pretty good. I might even I could bump that up to a 7, but they don't have like fantastic. I'm never going to Sonic and be like, yo, I really want their burgers, right? But it's like, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Fries, 5. I don't think their fries are very good. I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but I'm not a huge fan of their fries. That's about it to say. However, this is what both of these C tier restaurants, you can probably guess the other one by now, they both have super high extra. They're the 2 highest extras. And Sonic has so much, right? Mainly I'm looking at their drinks. I think they have a lot of options for drinks. They have them all the time. They have new options all the time, like their slushies, whatever they call them. I don't know what they call them. They're really good. They're refreshing. I'm saying the amount and also the taste for extra, and they just have a lot of good options. They haven't had their hot dogs, but I mean, it's more items to the menu. I'm not complaining that there's more items, right? Yeah, they have so much options. They have really good options, and they have like happy hour times, and like they just have a lot of stuff with that extra. So that's why their extra ranks at 9, and then price is a 7. I think in general, their food isn't that expensive, or is a little expensive, but as I mentioned before, the happy hour, you can get like milkshakes for like $2, so I think that really bumps the price down a lot, like a large milkshake for $2. So I think that, yeah, really bumps the price down a lot, because like you look at all these deals that they have, especially for what I think is their best option at Sonic is their frozen treats, and if those are on sale, then I think that's like a really big plus for the overall store. So although their food isn't that cheap, I think their drinks being really cheap, I think that kind of balances out and puts them at around a 7, which is a pretty good for price. I don't know if you could have guessed it, but Dairy Queen ranks as the other C overall, well, 27 overall at a rating of C, and as I was saying, the 10 for extra, they have so much good extra stuff. I'm kind of jumping out of the order that we're doing here, but they got, I think that's literally, in my opinion, the only reason to go to Dairy Queen is for blizzards and other frozen treats. They have so much variety. They have really good tasting food. Well, not food. I mean, I guess you can consider it food. They have really good tasting ice cream and stuff like that. So that's why I put that as a 10. I think they're the best place for extra, best fast food place for extra stuff. Burger sandwiches, nuggets, I have a 7. Don't really like the burgers. Okay, some people like the burgers, not very good. I've had bad burgers from Dairy Queen, right? Sandwiches, I've had mediocre sandwiches. I really like their chicken strips, though. I'm considering that with nuggets. I don't know if you heard that earlier, but I think their chicken strips are pretty good, right? I've had them before. They're crispy. They're nice. I appreciate it. So that's why I'm ranking that around a 7, right? Fries, 4. Fries, I think they're second worst behind In-N-Out. Not good fries. A 4 on fries is bad. They're too large. I think my main issue with all these fries that are like low ranking is they're not seasoned enough and they're too large. And the reason the issue with them being too large is if they're larger, they need to be more crisp, because I don't want to bite into potato. I might as well have a baked potato, right? That's why I like curly fries. It's a little bit crispier. It's a little bit more, because like I'm not eating fries for the potato. I'm eating it for the deep fried flavor. You know, like, I don't know. And I mean, if they put a lot of salt in it, it's acceptable. If you have good sides with it, like or dipping sauces or whatever, it's fine. But like, that's not what I want fries for, especially plain fries. So that's why the fries are a 4, not good fries. Price is a 6. I think their blizzards are all right price. I don't think they're amazing. You can get, like, I don't think it's like $1.39 for a mini blizzard, but a mini blizzard is like 4 scoops of ice cream. So like, take that, how you will. $1.39, or I don't know. I'm kind of pulling numbers out of nowhere, but like something like that will probably put up the price. But like, the price is all right. Price is not right. It's all right. But that's why Dairy Queen gets a 27 overall. All right, we have now reached the top 3. Well, one of them is tied for third, and this is the first one, McDonald's, in a B rating with an overall 28. C. This is what's weird about my rating system, is I would rate McDonald's maybe bottom, close to bottom with Burger King, right? I don't really like McDonald's. But I look at this list, I look at these numbers, and numbers don't lie, folks. It's obviously my opinion, but like with the price and my opinion, I might want to go to McDonald's more often. I've been enlightened, as you might say. Burger sandwiches, nuggets, a 5. I think they probably have the worst burgers out of everything on this list. I'm not a big fan of them. They're not super good tasting. Their buns are a little doughy, if you know what I'm saying. They're a little, I don't know, they're not great. They're a little squishy, right? A little squishy. I don't think their burgers are very good. I don't think their chicken nuggets are that good. I think the one redeeming quality is I really like McChickens, especially if they put enough mayonnaise on it. I think it's a fire sandwich, right? That's why I put them at a 5, right? Probably, I think the worst on this list, but they're not bad. I would still eat them, I guess I should say. Fries, 8. I think most people agree McDonald's has good fries. I wouldn't agree they have the best fries, but I think they have really good fries. So that's why I put them at an 8. Extra, a 6. I could maybe rank this a 7. I think I'm inching towards a 7, but 6 is where I'll put it. I think I'm not a huge fan of their extras, but I have to respect the amount of items they have on their list, right? They have a huge breakfast menu. I think it's like 24 items. That's a large breakfast menu. They have shakes, which I don't really like. That's why I would put it a little bit higher if the shakes were good. Supposedly they have cookies that are good. I don't know. They have salads. They got wraps. Like, they have a pretty large menu. So that's why I put their extra at a 6. Price, a 9. They have really cheap stuff. Their burgers, I think, like $1.50. That's pretty good, or maybe even $1. I don't know. That's like Taco Bell prices, and those good. I think their fries are a little expensive. I think their nuggets are a little expensive, but like everything else, not bad. I think like Big Mac's like $4, $5, just a burger. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like that's pretty good. If their meals aren't above like $10, I consider that pretty good price. So with all that in mention, you can see McDonald's might actually not be that bad, in my opinion, obviously. Yeah, that's why I'd have to rank them at 28. So last fast food place in B tier with an overall of 28 is Five Guys Burgers and Fries, and I think they have really good burgers. Their burgers are really, you can customize them, they taste so good. People who don't like the burgers can't understand them. They say they're greasy. I think it's the best tasting burger on this list, probably. You could make a debate about some other places, but like, I would agree that Five Guys is the best. I think there's, and that's essentially their main shtick, is their burgers. Their fries are very good. Oh my gosh, sorry for that. But their fries are so good. They're crispy. They're seasoned well. You can look in that picture. You can already see how good those fries are going to be. At least, if you're looking from my perspective, at least how I grade fries. Extra is an 8. You can customize your burgers, which is really nice. You can pick random things, right? They got a lot of different options there. They have really good milkshakes, and they have peanuts, right? Other places have peanuts that are free. I didn't think so. That like automatically bumps them up like 2 spots. I'm not saying peanuts are amazing, but like free food as an extra, yes, that's for sure gonna bump up their points. Price, a 1, and hear me out. It's the most expensive. I actually don't even hear me out. It is the most expensive on this list. I'm putting it as a 1. It's absurdly expensive. It's obviously worth that money for the most part, but I mean, if you're eating here, you might as well go to Applebee's, or I would say it's better at Applebee's, but you might as well go to like an actual restaurant, right? Because it's the price of a restaurant, or at least a low tier restaurant. So that's why I put the price at a 1. It is the most expensive on this list, and you can't really argue with that. Yeah, so overall they get a 28, a respectable score for sure, tied for third. Now we're up with the A and S tier, and we'll see what's them, in my opinion, and with my ranking system, the best fast food places. Alright guys, second best fast food place, which I would argue is the best if I wasn't using my system, is Chick-fil-A. Alright, so Chick-fil-A, burgers, sandwiches, nuggets, a 10. Their sandwiches, their chicken is the best chicken at a fast food place. Not a lot of people argue with that because their main shtick is chicken, right? I forgot to mention as well. Overall 29 if you add the scores up, right? But their nuggets are good. They got really, really good chicken. That's their thing. It's delicious. It's a 10. It's a 10. I really think it's a 10. I think it's the best chicken sandwich on this list, right? Now we go to fries. Fries are 5. I'm not a huge fan of waffle fries, right? I don't know. I don't really understand the point of them, right? They're also not very seasoned. They're not as crispy. Kind of what I've mentioned on the other low-ranking fries. I don't think their fries are very good. A lot of people disagree with me. They're like, oh, their waffle fries are to die for, right? I don't think so. I think it's a 5. I think we can, or at least I think I can settle easily with a 5 for the fries ranking. Extra is a 6. They have really good milkshakes, right? They got a few other options. They got some grilled options if you don't like their fried stuff. Not a lot of other places have like a grilled sandwich. They have salads, I'm pretty sure. They have some breakfast options. They have an alright extra, right? They don't have a huge menu. Well, they have a pretty small menu, but they have, for all their stuff on there, I've had their grilled chicken sandwiches. They're not bad, right? All this stuff on here as extra, it's not bad. And that's why I put them at a 6. Now, price at 8. They have pretty cheap stuff, right? Their sandwiches, not bad price, right? Their milkshakes, not bad price. Like, when I think of Chick-fil-A, I think of more expensive, but they have actually pretty cheap stuff. So adding all this together, they're a really solid spot, and I would argue the best because I value sandwiches a lot more than fries and extra. But if you're using my ranking, they're second best, and I'm totally fine with that. I think I would agree with that. You know, I would agree with my own list. I hope I do. Alright guys, this is it, what everyone's been waiting for, and you may have guessed it by now because it's probably the last major fast food place, burger place you could think of that's not on the list, and that is Wendy's. Overall ranking 30, rating S tier fast food. Wendy's I would put in second if I was just rating it straight up, but with my list I think they definitely take the cake. Burger, sandwiches, nuggets, and 8. They have pretty good burgers. They're not to die for. Their nuggets are pretty good. Like, they have pretty good burger, sandwiches, nuggets. They're good. Their fries, a 7. I think their fries are pretty good. They're crispy. They're a little thinner. It's kind of like a little bit worse McDonald's fries, and I appreciate that. That's good. That's good, right? Extra and 8. I think they have, well, let's just get this out of the way. I think the best item at Wendy's is a Frosty. So that obviously has, and I think that's one of the best, maybe behind the Blizzard. I think it's really, really good, right? They have some other options. They got a whole bunch of different items on their list. They have a pretty big menu. They've had some specials here and there. They have a lot of stuff, right? And I think it's really good stuff. I take that into mind as well. Quality is our recipe, as Wendy's folks may say. So that's why I put them as an 8. Price a 7. I think they have pretty good price stuff. You could argue for an 8, right? They have really cheap stuff. But I think I'm gonna put it at a 7. Sorry for my chair squeaking. I don't know if it's, you know, being annoying, but I would say a 7. I think they have pretty cheaply priced stuff. Now, if you take all this in, you know, Chick-fil-A has worse fries, but this is like literally the most average you can get, 8.7, 8.7, and that's what you want in a fast food place. You want the best, or you don't necessarily want the best in one category. You don't want the best fries and the worst burgers, right? You want average. You want average goodness. You're, in my opinion, really never going to be disappointed at a Wendy's. I'm always going to be like, whether I'm getting an ice, whether I'm getting a Frosty, whether I'm getting just fries, whether I'm getting nuggets, whether I'm getting a burger, whether I'm just like, I really want to go cheap, I think you always win with Wendy's. And that's why they rank an overall 30 out of 40 on my scale. And I think they deserve that. Well, nice job, Wendy's. You impressed us all with your valiant effort. And that's why you get a 30 out of 30 as the best fast food place on our list. Alright guys, you made it to the end of the video. I really appreciate you guys sticking around to the end, witnessing the best fast food place, Wendy's, from my list. I hope you guys like this format. It's a little bit different than my sandwich tier list. A little bit less like pros, cons, and then ranking. It's a little bit more expansive, I guess, because, you know, it's not a type of food. It's a place to get food at, I guess, an establishment, as you would say. If you guys liked the video, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that cool stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, which should be coming up relatively soon. I'm hoping in the next few weeks we'll have maybe the last part of the 5 years on YouTube series, but we'll see. And anyways, peace out, folks.